Roy and Abbott.
I'm Buffy.
Yippee-ki-yay, mother.
Ain't got on me!
Get away from her, you.
You're gonna see some serious family. Assemble.
Friday Night SmackDown is live, and it is going to be one of the biggest ones of the year, as you can see from the thumbnail. This is going to be unbelievably fantastic. A 2-hour stream with your comments. All stream. My name is Zach. This is the West Coast Podcast. We will be joined by Knock a little later on, but you all stream. This could be John Cena's final SmackDown of all time. It is his final night in Chicago. AJ Lee could be back in WWE tonight, and Brock Lesnar could return as well, as he's rumored to be in Chicago. This is it. Julia is defending her United States Championship against Mishin tonight, Mia Yim. We also have Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre, I do believe. This is going to be a big show. It's going to be huge. It is stacked. CM Punk has arrived to the arena. I can't wait to have this whole show just be phenomenally great with your comments. Like, Noob, hope you're doing all right, Noob. Big weekend. Let us know what you're up to this weekend. This is big. Sold out. 16,678, Michael Cole just said. We're going to start it off big. I know we're going to start it off big. Get ready. Michael Cole, Corey Graves on. No Wade Barrett, but we'll talk about that later if you want to. Corey Graves on SmackDown tonight. This is going to be good. They're hyping it up. They're hyping it up because something... there's so much going on. There's so much going on. They're going to do a Clash of Paris review right now. Finally, a Julia match so that the Joshi Wrestling stands can shut up. There you go, Noob. There you go. All right. What did you think of Clash in Paris? I thought it was decent, but I mean, I thought it was good. It was a good show. I don't feel we're getting as much as we can per show because I feel like some of the storylines are being dragged out a little bit. I would like to know your take on John Cena's final WWE SmackDown tonight. They announced his final Raw this morning, and his Saturday night's main event finale match has been moved to Washington, D.C. in December. A lot of speculation on that. One of them is bids for that match. They made bids just like they do PLEs, and DC won out. The other speculation is I don't know, maybe an old WWE Hall of Famer could make an appearance at least on the screen. We'll see. How awesome was AJ Styles getting that ovation in France? We're going to talk about a lot of stuff tonight. We're going to be going to 2 premieres this week here in Hollywood. The new Leo movie and the new Spinal Tap movie. So we'll talk about that. And we're going to talk a whole bunch of other stuff too. And your comments. You got anything to say tonight? If you just want to shoot the shit, we're here just chilling. It's Friday night on the biggest SmackDown of the year. September 5th is going to be the biggest SmackDown of the year. Mr. All Power, how are you doing? You have a good week, Mr. All Power? Here we go. So the rumors for tonight, the left side right here is going to start off the night, and the right side is going to end it. Here we go. John Cena is coming out. His final SmackDown of all time, where it all started. As you can see, I put in the thumbnail right there. Old John Cena. This is where he debuted with ruthless aggression against Kurt Angle. I get the feeling that AJ Styles might be leaving. We'll talk about that too, Noob. That tweet. We'll talk about when Knock gets in here in the second hour. If you want to talk about it, go ahead, because Knock is a huge AJ Styles fan. I think so. Maybe the not facing John Cena on his retirement tour had a little bit of a to it. Here we go. Last time in Chicago. Are they going to have Brock beat up Cena again on his last SmackDown? You know what would be really cool if Brock did come out And to distract Brock, Kurt Angle came out to help him. Just kind of like a nod back to right there, the prototype showing up with ruthless aggression on his first ever SmackDown in this very arena. Wouldn't that be cool? Kurt Angle helped out. That'd get such a pop. Man, if they want to go against the NFL tonight, that's how you do it. Triple H doesn't, I don't think he... You think maybe he fears pissing off Cena because he's the company man? I think the reason Kurt has not been involved is because Kurt has been involved with, was it Real American Wrestling? I think that's why. I would love to have Kurt Angle come back and make a one-off tonight. John Cena out now. He's got some more filming to do coming up. He's got a few more appearances. What are we at, 7 after this? After next weekend, we're down to like 5. They're not booming Cena for wealth, love. What are the fans? Nope, they're just giving I don't know. I don't know what they're giving Cena really. This final farewell tour. It's like they're going through the motions to almost use him to like what they're talking about. Bids to get things like the DC bid or to build shows and do shows against AEW. We're going to talk about the AEW stuff too with the pay-per-views. Where the fun stories are, the young talent. Thank you. He better face someone tonight. If he's having his final SmackDown on tonight, wouldn't that be cool if like Javon showed up or Obafemi or someone from NXT? That'd be cool with young talent. Someone just randomly gets called up to the main roster. If we do that sort of thing, that'd be kind of a... But I think I know who's going to come out. I made a slide just in case. Am I excited? I'm fired up. Oh, I'm fired up. Oh, Cena versus Mello. That'd be cool. And Mello wins. Thank you, Cena Chance. Thank you for not making a movie lately. We're going to talk about Superman. Peacemaker Season 2 goes right into what was just announced this week, the new Superman movie for 2027. John Cena slimming down. The Rock slimming down too. They oversold tonight, and they put the people in, and they made room. This is actually really cool. Again, not a John Cena fan, but this is really cool to see. This week, Raw's good. Asuka has some screen time. Like the feeling that her heel turn might happen at WrestlePalooza because it's happening. Yes, I agree. I agree, noob. Twisted Metal's your favorite show this year? Oh, you're going to make me watch it? I'm digging Alien Earth. I almost pulled out, but this last episode's great. I watched the first episode, Mr. All Power. I didn't like it, but I always give a show 3 episodes, so I'll give it a couple more. Did you like it? It got picked up for season 2. John Cena. Nothing planned, he said. He has nothing planned. I don't know what you're saying, but I'll put it up on the screen because it could be very funny. Oh, there we go. I did put a poll up on our YouTube if you want to vote. That is over like 70% AJ Lee versus Roxanne for people to face AJ Lee if she does multiple appearances. AJ Lee versus Roxanne would be very cool. You can't hear it. This ain't Cena sucks, I think, but they're all off rhythm maybe. Oh, do we have some haters in the front? What do we got here? What are they looking like? Oh, you got to zoom in on that camera guy. Oh, Cena appear on Worlds Collide too. That'd be cool. I dig that. Actually, that'd be really cool. Noob has a question for everyone. Will we see the Asuka and Io Sky last long term, or will it end at a random PLE? And what is next for Asuka if she's going to be top heel in the Raw Women's Division? Good question, Noob. Oh, I say you build a feud. Also, here's what I would do. You build a feud. Maybe it does last short term, but you have Kyrie be the main person, not Asuka as it seems. Kyrie seems to be apologizing for Asuka. Maybe behind the scenes, it's actually Kyrie who's head of their table. And that builds a long-term feud for the three of them. Then you could do Kyrie versus Asuka after. Good question, though. If anybody wants to answer Noob, here's the question as we watch John Cena pump everyone up. His last time in the city of Chicago. This is his final SmackDown. This is John Cena's final SmackDown ever. Wow. 23 years ago. There's the picture right there, the prototype. Oh, let Kurt Angle's music hit. There's the skimpy little tights down here. Where are we? There we go. Man, I remember watching that live. Do you remember? Did you guys watch it live? Am I just too old? You put Triple H over, but Triple H won't put you over. Oh, U.S. Open Challenge. It's a cool building. If you've ever been in Rosemont, Allstate Arena is really cool. But not Allstate, you know. Is Bianca hurt? She was hurt. I thought it was a finger. Maybe Triple H is focused on burying AEW, not focused on putting Bianca in a good spot. Random question. Who here more played 25 Jimmy Olsen or Stefan Urkel? Who gets more? Random question. Who here gets more play? 2025 Jimmy Olsen or Stefan Urkel? I got you now. I'm with you. I'm going to stay 2025 Jimmy Olsen because Stefan still focused on Laura, and at the very end of Family Matters was still all about Laura Winslow. Jimmy Olsen is getting trim for him. Who shall I watch? Jimmy Olsen? If Jimmy Olsen gets a TV show, I might. This crowd is insane. This is a big crowd. Oh, am I watching him, the movie? I got you now. Knock and I might be going to the premiere of him, actually. We might be going. It's 2 weeks from Monday. We might be going to the premiere of him. Here it is. Sami Zayn is out now. Are you excited for him, Mr. All Power? If we go to the premiere, we'll have some footage up from the premiere and a review up on the channel in 2 weeks. Sami Zayn is out. The U.S. champ is out. I had a feeling this is going to happen. 2 questions, too. If you're in the chat, even if you're not watching live, you can answer Noob right here, who has a question about the Asuka Io Sky booking, and Mr. All Power with a random one about who's getting theirs, Jimmy Olsen 2025 or Stefan Urkel. Yeah, man, I'm very excited for them doing another scary movie. I'll say something maybe when Knock comes. Remind me. I'll say something about that when Knock comes back. I tried getting in on it. I'll just say that. Here we go. Are we going to do a match? Sami Zayn. I hope so. I set up a slide for it. Sami Zayn getting booed out of the building. He's got his hair like carrying cross still. Is that something? It is happy hour, isn't it? I'm here for booze. Ah, Cena, you got me with that one. You got me with that one, Cena. It is happy hour in Chicago, and I'm here for booze. That's good. We gotta tell Knock about that one. There's your cheers, Sammy. Here are your cheers. There you go. There's got to be a match. Brock Lesnar comes in during this match. And then I know it won't happen, but Kurt Angle coming back at the end of that. Yes, he did. That's right. And he lost the US, or he lost his chance. Wouldn't it be funny if Cena won the belt tonight? Mr. All Power, Eric he's enjoying it, but he's also he knows it's going to end, and it's so bittersweet to him. He sends us stuff in the chat. He is enjoying Cena's last run in all of its glory, and is just painstakingly awaiting December when he retires. He could win. He could win. If he left with the U.S. title, this thing's been hot potatoed enough. Like, he could win it. All right. The Open Challenge is coming back right now. Whoa, John. Tell him it's you tonight. This is so good that they're going to have a match tonight. John Cena's going to have a match in his final SmackDown. This crowd's going to pop. It's going to pop big. Get ready for it. A Cena chant. These people obviously haven't watched one of his new movies, but that's okay because they're here for the wrestling. He has never won the IC title. Very good, Mr. All Power. I forgot about that. He was king of that. He made that U.S. title something. It was kind of like off after the Attitude Era. Here we go. You know it. Sami Zayn versus John Cena. This is good. This is just really, really good. I love the ovation Cena got in Paris. Again, not a Cena fan, but I get it. I love this, that he's getting a match on his final SmackDown, as he should. His final Raw is booked for November. If you saw that online, he should have a match that night too. I'm not saying we do it at WrestlePalooza. Here we go. You know how to work the crowd, Sammy. Look at this crowd. They're so grateful. I miss Chicago. This is kicking off big time. We're 20 minutes into the show. We're getting an U.S. title match. I got to stop. I correct myself for a second there. I almost said IC title again. No advertisements on the map. All right. Look at John. I don't know, man. I don't know. I got a big jaw and shit. Look at John. Yes, John. We're all here. We just heard it. Oh, Mr. All Power, I'm going to hit your last comment on Mr. All Power's comment right there. I'm going to bring it up in a second here after they make it official. All right. There's a Cena sign with the C-E-N-A. I missed those signs. Remember that? The 316 and some Joneser had to have the colons. Here we go. We're getting Cena versus Sami Zayn for the United States Championship next. All right. Let's get into this question right here. I think Cena, or his comment, I'm sorry. I think Cena should have gotten a pay-per-view for his last match, not a house show Saturday. I agree. the very least, they could have called it something other than Saturday Night's Main Event. I think something Cena related should have been that. It's a missed opportunity to have Cena to have booked talent he worked with versus new talent, like you guys talked about. That would have been cool. His favorites versus people he's never faced. Some kind of really cool stipulations in there too, if you wanted to. You have his belts on the line. You have spinner versions of his belts for one night. Man, a Cena pay-per-view would have been a smart choice. And then his last match to end it all that way. Well, I guess Peacock is the only place you can watch Saturday Night's Main Event, so they're not going to get cut off like Goldberg. But yeah, they should have done that. Boo. That was a good idea. I think Triple H is too concerned with all these other things, with the bids, with the other random shit that goes on that you need to do behind the scenes. You saw him at Clash in Paris taking pictures with Post Malone and Jelly Roll. Totally cool. But there's all these things that he has to be doing at once. And I think the booking has gone downhill in the last year. And I think the booking now, as I talked about this with Knock on a couple of the streams, but it's getting to be Marvel. It was so hot. WWE started selling everything out, and the ratings started going through the roof again, and everything was great. That I think they just got a little lazy with it. They got a little marveled with it, you know? We're going to talk about AJ Styles in just a bit. When Knock comes back in. This is what Triple H posted of all the WWE moments that are up at the arena. Let me take me off of here. This is what he posted. If you can see some of the old moments on here from this arena. A lot of new ones are up on here that they put up here. A new CM Punk moment. A newer Hogan moment from, I think, when they did a cancer event in the beginning. They got some old stuff on here. You got Andre up in there. You got Macho. Yeah, old school Randy, old school Triple H. There's a couple Randys on here. You got Naomi, new Naomi down below there. So this is pretty cool. Anything cool here that stands out? I know my old man eyes can't see everything, but Tiffy Time's on there. The Rock, who slimmed down and now will not be returning to wrestling, which I'm fine with. New Cena. Brock is on there. Who else? If you look to the middle and to the left, there's a guy with blonde hair and blue tights. I don't know who that is. Is it old school Roman? Pretty cool stuff on here, though. All right, we are getting a match tonight. That's good. It's very good for business. There's something else I just want to talk about before we get to the commercial break. We'll talk about this, like New brought up. AJ Styles putting this out there. Maybe it was him not facing John Cena and John Cena saying he wanted to face AJ Styles but didn't. That kind of got to him and said, maybe, with everything else, I'm getting older. Maybe it's time I plan my retirement. AJ Styles and a bunch of others like Rey Mysterio are going to be winding down soon. We got a big topic we're going to talk about too. We're going to get to it in a little bit when Knock gets in. But the difference between AEW's pay-per-views and WWE's pay-per-views, the prices, I got it all down here. We'll get back to it when Knock comes in at the top of the hour. But this right now is what's going on. John Cena versus Sami Zayn. I knew this was going to happen, so I made the graphic. Yes, I did read some stuff online, but there's no spoilers. This isn't like the last couple of weeks where we had pre-tape shows. So I made like 10 extra slides that have nothing to do with anything. And we'll keep an eye on the time too. 5:25 p.m. here in Hollywood, California. Thank you for spending your night with us. Friday Night SmackDown. This is John Cena's final SmackDown. We'll see how long this match with Sami Zayn goes. 2002. Oh, that's a Demi Priest versus Aleister Black. I messed up. I said Drew McIntyre. Mishin versus Julia for the Women's United States Championship tonight. CM Punk, it says live tonight, but the rumor is Becky Lynch will be closing out the show with a promo. All right. I'm getting choked up just thinking about AJ Lee already. AJ Lee's coming back tonight, right? That's a good stat. His first singles championship. He won it from the Big Show at MSG. That's right, 20. I was going to put on my Thugonomics shirt tonight, man. I was going to do it. I'll save it for his Saturday night's main event farewell. Tiffy time is over, I think. Is Jade the right person to take it off her now? Now that we're doing a second round with her, is Jade the right person? I think Tiffy time as a face is done with, and I don't think it needs to be revisited. She had a good run with it. She had some good PLEs with it and some good pops. It's time to go old school NXT mean girl Tiffy time. I agree. Tiffy time is over. But is Jade the person to take it off? I'm glad we got a match tonight. I'm so happy we got a match tonight. If it was just another promo for no reason, this is great. Because then we'll actually build up Brock too at the end, huh? Anything random you guys are watching? Mr. Allpower talked about Twisted Metal. I know Noob talked about K-pop Demon Hunters. We finished up Severance Season 2. So now I'll just wait 20 more years until the next season comes out. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty obvious, but that's fine because I don't need a Brock promo explaining anything going into WrestlePalooza. Brock can come in, do an F5, and if we're all treated to something special tonight, Kurt Angle could help John Cena get the upper hand on Brock Lesnar. That's fine. We'll get through it. WrestlePalooza next weekend. A lot of stuff going on. I'm going to bring this up really quick while this match is going on. I put a short out yesterday with the cast, but this is the cast of Street Fighter. Let me know if you're excited for it. I'll put it up here. I liked how I just jumped. I like how they did it. They made it look like the game. So it's pretty cool. I like that you use the old characters and the actual ones from the game too. It is going to Paramount now that got signed off, but I did put a short out if you want to watch and see the full cast going up there. But I like it. I had fun doing the short too. So let me know if you watch the short. It's about 40 seconds maybe. But Dulcim, I'm glad they got him in there. Maybe they'll do the fire breathing. I don't know who a few of these are. I don't know who Dan Bibke is. I don't know who... I know who Cammy is. Otherwise, I don't know who the bottom row is. So let me know if you're familiar with the bottom row. I know those are newer games. But everyone else, man. Also, if you get a chance to, you can get the Capcom collection of Street Fighters. It has like Street Fighter 1 through, I forgot what number it goes up to, 5 or something. I got it and I played it on PS5. I love it. All right, so this one's complicated. I'll get your other one in a second here. You heard that there's going to be a Call of Duty movie. Is it true? It's kind of true. Amazon, I think, is going to be doing it. I think. Steven Spielberg, here's the craziness. Steven Spielberg wanted to do it. He just wanted 100% control of it. Would you not give Steven Spielberg 100% control of your IP if you wanted to make a movie of it? Or do previous movies like Doom make you say, no, we'll give it to someone new? And so Call of Duty was Activision. They balked at it and said no. So there is going to be a Call of Duty movie. I don't know exactly who's going to be doing it, but Steven Spielberg wanted to do it himself. That's so crazy. And Activision said, I don't know about that. You're only the guy who did Jaws. Is Jaws really a big, long-lasting movie? Celebrating 50 years this year. Fucking hate Jaws is awesome. Anyways, that's the long answer. Yes, there is going to be a Call of Duty movie. And does anyone still watch Unreal or CSR for it? What is Unreal or CSR for it? Let me know what that is. I'm so old. I watched one of the worst movies I've seen last night on Netflix. It was from 2000, or was it from 2023? It was about these people who got abducted in a limo during prom night. It's new to Netflix. I forgot the name of it because I don't give two shits about it anymore. But it was like if Hallmark made a horror movie. I'm excited for the Street Fighter movie. I think it's gonna be a little wacky. It's set in 1993, the year that Street Fighter 2 hit the arcade. So I know I'm gonna go into the theater and be like, that wasn't out in 20 or in 93. That wasn't out in 93. I think it's gonna be good. Oh, Unreal on Netflix. I don't think there's going to be a second season of Unreal. It is going to deal with our truth situation and something else that happened around that time. Something to do with Rhea Ripley? I can't remember, but there's going to be Unreal. What is CSR? Yeah, of course. Cody. Did you watch Naked Gun? They just released the full Cody scene this week online. I'm not going to watch it because I do want to watch Naked Gun. Maybe I'll watch the original tonight. But two movie premieres are going to this week. One is the new Leonardo DiCaprio movie on Monday. Was it Battles Everywhere? I forgot. But this I'll be going to on Wednesday. Spinal Tap 2, The End Continues, and there'll be a live Q&A with the band in character. So on Wednesday, I'll have my review. I'll put it up Wednesday night, and then I'll work on that. The Spinal Tap Q&A with the band in character will be up by hopefully this time next week. If they have to use it for selling tickets to the movie, I'm going to wait until they're done doing that to put it up here on YouTube for free. But I will have my review of the movie up because I'm a huge Spinal Tap fan. John Cena's got Sami Zayn up. Very cool. Sami Zayn got a match on Cena's final run. Seems like this makes sense other than some of the other opponents. I'm happy with the Logan Paul match. I think it was fine. God, could you imagine if Cena won? So it started at 5:25. We're at 5:33 right now in Hollywood. I wanted to see this. B-. Shit. No one talked about it on Monday, so that must be why. It looked like a good old-fashioned 90s movie. Okay, B-. Cena, Chance, WrestlePalooza being shown. Good to hear Corey Graves on a big night of wrestling. I think him putting his time in on NXT was a good thing. WrestlePalooza, only one match so far, and that's Io Sky versus Stephanie Vaquer. We got to get more matches tonight, including Brock Lesnar. John Cena could win this match. Again, like I said, the U.S. title has been hot potatoed. It won't seem like it's out of nowhere. Could you imagine? What did they announce? Oh, after the CM Punk bit with Adam Pearce on Raw this Monday, this place just sold out. That's all it took. They had the hints at Clash, and then the little bit, that one snippet of CM Punk asking Adam Pearce, where's SmackDown this weekend? Chicago? Tremendous. This place just sold out, and now it's oversold. This is great. Huge crowd, oversold crowd in Chicago. Are you guys digging AEW at the 2300 Arena? I think it's just the residency is a little too long. Oh, another AA? Nope. Back suplex. I'm just saying, if I got a back suplex, I'd be out. WrestlePalooza. They could have picked any freaking name. They show a shot of the crowd where only like one person's moving. This camera person is really just not doing it tonight. This is like a Rampage cameraman. I'm so happy I met so many of you during the Rampage streams. Oh, good old memories. When we drinking some water, I do apologize, but it's a 2-hour show. I usually only do 1 hour. But I took a vitamin, and I can go all night. Classic Cena stuff in here, too, like these haymaker things. All right. We are 11 minutes into this match. I think we can hold off on Brock. We have 2 more matches. Those 2 matches are really going to take up the next hour, the second hour. Also, what kind of crazy booking is that now? You only need to book like 3 matches in a show. You mean Scream Sydney? This Halloween, maybe I'll do I'll try to find a voiceover and do some fun stuff for Halloween. They just released the Scream 7 logo. Here's how crappy the internet is. They're like up in arms about the Scream 7 logo. It's a logo. Chill out. All right, it is a commercial time. Let's talk some pop culture. Which one do I want to talk about? Oh, quick question. What are you watching next week? What are you excited for next week? WrestlePalooza. Again, we have 1 match announced. Or All Out, which we have 2 matches announced now. Mercedes versus Riho. We have FTR versus Edge and Christian. Excuse me, Cope and Christian. Oh, I'm sorry. Your girl, Sydney. I'm sorry. Let me know what you're watching. Get to these chats here. I did see she's playing a boxer movie. She has. Is that the movie that's out at TIFF right now? No, at in Toronto right now at the film festival. From what I've heard, rave reviews for Sydney Sweeney's performance. So I think she's picking some good roles here. Those other 2 films were smaller roles. I don't like the headline that was in the trades that called them flops because they're small movies. They're smaller than I Caught Stealing. So Wednesday, it's okay. I thought the first season was okay. We're just talking about that, revisiting that because billboards when we go down Sunset. I don't know if I'm going to revisit Wednesday. I'm a huge Lady Gaga fan. Her in that show, I don't know if it's enough to draw me in, but it could be. Again, I'm running out of TV shows now that Severance is done. Mr. Allport is going all out. When Knock It's In, we're going to break down the cost of watching WWE pay-per-views versus AEW pay-per-views. So we're going to have a nice discussion during the next hour. All out. Okay. I think I might be highlights with both shows. We'll see, though. So we're going to talk about what you can watch and where. Peacock now is just going to have SmackDown after like 30 days. And then it's going to have the NXT Premium Live events. So we're also, when we break everything down, we're going to factor in watching SmackDown and the CW for NXT as opposed to AEW, which you can kind of get all in one place. Noob says WrestlePalooza 1-1 for there. Let us know what you're watching. A little bit, I gotta say. Like I told Knock and Eric in the chat, they might as well just roll a DX tank into Toronto. It's to that point. You know what I'm saying? It's to that point. Low ratings for AEW. Ratings, there's an ebb and flow. It's peaks and valleys. I don't think it's time to sound the alarm yet, but it's just time to look at something. It's like after the holidays when you gain a few pounds. It's not time to do Ozempic. It's just time to maybe not buy some jalapeno flavored Ruffles, which I love. You know what I'm saying? Just got to watch it after the holidays. They just need to reevaluate all these multi-person matches and having all these people out in AEW, you got to look at it as a blessing, push some other people. Anyways, as a wrestling fan, next weekend's a big weekend, so that's good. Oh, John kicks out. Triple H should focus on booking and not AEW since they're not competition according to them. 100%. And focus on your booking. The booking was so hot for almost 2 years straight, and now it's fizzled. It's Marvel. I like Marvel. I like WWE, but I used to love Marvel. I used to love WWE. I told an older friend of mine who used to watch the Raw with, a group of us used to, his kid watches it. He said, I'm not familiar with these people. How is Raw? How is SmackDown? How's WWE? And 2 years ago, I said, it's the best it's ever been. It's crisp. It's concise. The storytelling's really good. You don't know who's going to appear where. It's so good. I can't say that anymore now because now it's getting kind of lazy to the point when Ruthless Aggression started, after Ruthless Aggression, probably 2015 and on, WWE got lazy. And I think it might revert back to that because they are worried about AEW. Just book. They were using so many people on Raw and so many people on SmackDown. It seemed like 3 hours wasn't enough for Triple H to book. And now it seems like 2 hours on SmackDown. Again, we're having like 3 matches tonight, which is fine because it's a nice big show, which Cena could win. No. Sami Zayn kicks out. That's just my 2 cents. It's just getting a little too Marvel. We can wait and we can draw things out. But no, you can't. Wrestlers, their bodies ache. We all age. You got to do the storylines, and you can do slow-term booking, long-term booking. But after having The Rock's hands and everything, that should have been a sign to say, you know what? Let's get back to telling good stories. It is so hot here. By the way, it's like 90 degrees here in Hollywood. LA is cooking. LA is cooking today. Hope it's okay where you are. People started school again. People still hating their jobs. Fall is here. Cena, here we go. Sammy's getting up. Brock could be out any moment. Spear. Cena with a spear. 1, 2. Okay. This match is now going almost 20 minutes. 20-minute John Cena match we're getting on SmackDown. Brock Lesnar could show up at any moment. Thank you for spending your Friday nights right here with the West Coast Pop. Make sure you subscribe and hit the thumbs up. Help our algorithm. And a big thank you to everyone because we hit 5K last week. So thank you. Is it an RKO chant? Uh-oh. He's doing an RKO. This is wild. Cena was going to do the Viper. Is he doing the Viper? He's doing RKO. I think he just whispered to Cena. Oh. Cena went for an RKO. That's funny as hell. Cena listening to the fans on his final match. This is very entertaining. Thanks for hanging with me, man. This is good stuff right here. Here we go. Do we turn Sami heel, and if Brock comes out, have him cover Cena as he's shocked? Or do we just do a DQ? Oh, man. Off the middle rope. They're both down. They're both down. We're 20 minutes in. This match started at 25. It is now 45. A wide shot. Get ready. Bring the pain. This crowd's going to pop. I got to turn the volume up. This crowd's going to go insane. This is awesome chant. He's here. Brock Lesnar has arrived. Cowboy hat, the shirt tucked into the jeans. It's a Minnesota man right there. Pyro in Chicago. Here we go. Took out the ref. Oh, ref took a bump. Take out Sammy. Keep him face. Sammy again, Jose has the carrying crosshair. F5 to Lesnar, or from Lesnar. Cena, take him out. Take him out. You can easily have Cena beat Brock at WrestlePalooza just because Brock's been away for too long. Land on your feet. Shit. I was hoping he wouldn't land the F5 and Cena would counter. Kurt Angle. Can we get Kurt Angle? Do we get the biggest pop in the world and have Kurt Angle come back? Brock. Cocky as all hell. Oh, it's Brock Phantom. Give us Kurt Angle. Hit Kurt Angle's music. This place will lose its shit. Another F5. Remember, F5 and FU. What if we get Brock versus Gunther at WrestleMania to make up for Gunther tapping out to Jey Uso? I'll take that if Brock takes the loss. It's a good one. All right. I guess later tonight, will Nick Aldis make it official? We'll get our second match for WrestlePalooza made tonight. Brock. Brock Lesnar has just taken out John Cena in his final SmackDown. I told you about 50 times right how I would have booked this. Kurt Angle would have came back, helped out John Cena. John Cena would have stood tall. You don't need to put over Brock Lesnar on your final SmackDown. All right, I guess I'll give a goodbye speech to the crowd during the commercial break. All right, that was that. All right, so Brock is back. That's one return back so far for tonight's final John Cena appearance on a SmackDown. As a wrestler, he could pop up here and there. Who knows? Brock is back. That segment, we're 48 minutes into the hour. 48 minutes of John Cena's goodbye, John Cena match, and John Cena putting over the newcomer, Brock Lesnar. Now it makes no sense for Brock to win at WrestlePalooza. It's just annoying. It's just annoying booking. That is the point. Brock is money. Brock is money. The only reason for him winning at WrestlePalooza is to set up something later down the line, like maybe Brock and Gunther. But again, we want that at WrestleMania. When his daughter joins WWE, she'll get a bigger push than Charlotte. I'm sure. That would be a WrestleMania match. That would be a very funny WrestleMania. I saw the funniest Seinfeld-related meme to his daughter. It's funny. Maybe we'll find it for next week. But that would be a WrestleMania match if you want to book a Nepo match. What do you think Bayley's doing right now? You liking what she's doing on Raw? I'm liking it. I like the duality of the two characters because she's been in the middle of those two characters for a while and hasn't quite grabbed her 2 WrestleMania ago, her win. I didn't like the new music. And then something wasn't there. A character wasn't there or something. So when she was champ, it just, the excitement kind of tapered off. So I like what she's doing. What if Cena needs help to beat Brock? That's what I'm saying. Then we bring Kurt Angle, right? Right? The Freestyle American Wrestling, or whatever Bischoff's promotion is, that's in the can. That one's taped. It's out there. They'll work on a new one. Kurt Angle's free. Let's do this. Let's do this. Tonight would have made more sense because maybe a Viper help. He did almost do the RKO. That's good. If they don't set up Randy Orton versus Drew tonight, that could be. I wouldn't mind that. They could do Viper, Brock going down the line. Survivor Series is coming up here in California, San Diego. That's a good one. Kurt Angle, though. The missed opportunity is Kurt Angle. Fuck. Come on, WWE. All right, we'll talk about AEW's price point for pay-per-views versus WWE's when Knock comes in about 10, 15 minutes. But check out some new shirts. We got John Cena shirts available, and they look old school. I like them. And Rhea Ripley has 2 shirts out that are tied to the Terrifier movies, which if you do Universal Horror Nights either in Orlando or here in Hollywood, they got a Terrifier one up. They got the Wyatt 6 one up, which I heard is phenomenal, even for non-wrestling fans. But the Rhea Ripley's Terrifier shirts, I like them. They're good. John Cena's are good. They're good. They look like the old school ones, but it's got the 17-time champ on there on the one on the bottom right. Not a Cena fan, but that's cool merch. I like the one on the bottom right. The replay going on right now. Brock Lesnar. What if the people notice them setting up the pyro? Do you think Cena's going to have like a tell-all later on and just basically say, here's what was going to happen in my retirement run? But the corporate John Cena retirement run got buried by the company he was corporate for that is now unbelievably corporate. See how that works? You got to be a little more punk rock than corporate. What are your thoughts on the trailer for Marvel's Zombies? The trailer's crazy, especially with the Baby Metal song in the background. I loved it. I got to get ready for it. Here goes Brock. Oh, there it is. Hey, John, I'll see you at WrestlePalooza. B-word. They got the graphic already set up? Yeah, they got the graphics set up. All right, Brock versus Cena, September 20th. ESPN. When Knock comes in, we're going to talk about it. The prices. Blade looked cool in the trailer. Not Mahershala Ali voicing Blade, but his look. We'll see. Anyone still playing Rivals? Daredevil's getting added to Rivals. All right. Have these two just feud already. It's time to push Mello. It's just time to push Mello. Uh-oh. Who is this? A big old limousine is pulling up. Is it Seth? Is it Punk? It's Becky Lynch. The Intercontinental Champion is here. She's going to close the show, and then it's AJ Lee time. Fire it up. Look at this. Even Michael Cole, what could possibly happen tonight? It's AJ Lee time, baby. Did anyone watch Ironheart? I did not. Knock did. We'll bring that up when Knock comes back in. Knock watched it. He said it wasn't bad. It is now on. They've been showing that, Daredevil, and something else on basic cable now. Cool music in the background of this Aleister Black. Wait, Malachi Black? Aleister? I'm confused now. I love Black's entrance music. If you need something to get you going, there it is. Did you guys read Marvel Zombies? It was cool. I read it. I'm cool that they're just doing it in a limited series. And it is kind of like what if connected, so. Phantom with a good point. Julia is on tonight. Otherwise, it's backstage segments left and right for her. That's a good point, Phantom. Here it is. The coolest. Man in wrestling. Damian Priest. He's going to take your girl to a metal concert. That's what he's going to do. That's what Damian Priest is going to do with your girl. Maybe he's going to baby metal. You know who really likes baby metal? Rob Zombie. All right. Priest versus Black is starting up now. Damian Priest. He's had a good run on the main roster. I was honestly worried when he got called up from NXT that his run would be kind of like, they'd use him as just kind of like a meh big man. I liked him. I know he was an interim champ, as the IWC calls it. I saw him as a champ. Oh, we're not going to get Black's theme. Oh. Dang it. Does he have Lyra Valkyria's jacket on? This is going to be a big match. There's only one other match yet tonight. So this starts up now at just shy of 6 o'clock Pacific time. You know, I say the best thing about AEW moving their PLE up because of WrestlePalooza, AEW talent can actually go to bed at a decent hour. Last pay-per-view, that media scrum went until like 1 in the morning East Coast time. All right, WrestlePalooza ad on the app. Logged in the ESPN app. It's fine. I guess live stuff is the big thing on the ESPN app. So otherwise, it's not set up. It's fine. It wasn't bad. Apple TV or Apple Plus, that one's set up kind of weird. Paramount Plus is set up a little bit weird. I think Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus. There's one other one. They have like decent setups. They all make sense. All right, another commercial break as we get into this match. Let me know what you want to talk about. Anything you want to talk about. Knock will be joining us soon. We got one more hour together on this freaking weekend, baby. And again, this is the thing that Triple H put out of WWE-related stuff at the arena tonight. A lot more newer pictures on here than I thought. Some of these I don't know who they are. I think that's Julia on the bottom to the right. And then there's two more. There's Beth Phoenix on the bottom right. The Rock, again, slimmed down figure. He's going to be doing some stuff. He's doing the new Scorsese movie, focusing on broader ranged roles. All right, let's talk about some more nice, fun pop culture stuff. We talked about Street Fighter, which again, I am looking forward to, and I do like this marketing right here. It's going to be very fan-friendly. Let's talk about another movie that was very fan-friendly. Superman, announced this week. James Gunn said it will be Man of Tomorrow hitting theaters July 9th, 2027. That means we're getting Superman. Next year, we're getting Supergirl, and the year after, another Superman movie with Supergirl or possibly Superboy. Anyways, the picture on the left right here was what was posted with James Gunn along with two others like it. One of them was Superman and Lex fighting, and I can't remember what the other one was, but it's along the same lines. My theory is maybe Brainiac comes and they get teamed together. Maybe Lex summons Brainiac because he needs help. We'll see. But if we're getting Lex's suit, I'm a fan for it. We saw a version of it in Superman, very, very dark green, I do believe, like a super, super dark forest green. But I'm excited. I think it's going to be good. If we just get a little less James Gunn humor, I'll be a little bit more on board. I like Superman. I did. But are you excited for Man of Tomorrow? I think that's a good name for it rather than Superman 2. You know, the first Superman movie I ever saw was Superman 3 with Richard Pryor. If you ever saw that movie, there's the creepiest scene in movie history in Superman 3 where this lady gets put into a computer and it all just goes onto her face. You can just watch the scene online if you want, but it was the creepiest thing ever to see as a kid. I think that was maybe a nod to Brainiac in that movie, but my theory is Brainiac's coming in this one, or at least we get a seed of Brainiac. If we're doing a Super Family Saga, maybe we do a seed of Brainiac, but who would you like to see in a Superman movie? He's got an interesting rogues gallery. It's not as cool as Batman's. Batman's has the coolest rogues gallery of all time. Then maybe Spider-Man. He's got some cool ones. X-Men do. They got some cool ones too. I'm a big fan of Sinister. But who'd you like to see from Superman's rogues gallery be in Man of Tomorrow? I like that we're getting it 2 years after the movie rather than waiting. I think that's smart. We get Lanterns up next after Peacemaker. Which James Gunn's Peacemaker goes directly into Man of Steel. So when this ends, I don't mind spoilers. When Peacemaker ends, you who watch it and Eric who watches it can tell me how it ties directly into Man of Steel, what you think the tie-in is. All right, the match is now underway. 6:02 here in Hollywood. Priest versus Black. Aleister Black. Keep getting these AEW and WWE names mixed. So do this match. We'll do the United States Championship match with Julia. And then it's time for Becky Lynch, CM Punk, and AJ Lee. This is interesting. This is one of those matches I thought was going to be... This is like an old school match you build for a show like WrestlePalooza. You get very surprised by that. How cool was Rusev and Sheamus? That was a good-ass match. That was a really good match. That was so fun. I apologize for drinking water on air. I usually never do this. How do you all like Aleister since coming back? I feel like he's been on Triple H's to-do list. You know, you got one of those? Like, I'll get to it. I'll get to it. I need to do this thing. Let me buy the parts for it today, but I'll work on it again next weekend. I think that's my thing with him. He's there. He hasn't been there. That's my take on him. There's good potential. There's good presentation. And now you have a great opponent with Damian Priest. That's what I think about Aleister since coming back to WWE. We just need to stick with him. You can't keep putting him on your honeydew list, Triple H. You got to make sure you keep putting him on because he's good. He's interesting. He's very cerebral, Triple H, with his promos. So what do you guys think about him? A grade rating. How'd you give him on his return to WWE? I'll give him a B- because every time he's back, it's good. But I need that push. The Slice commercials. I keep thinking it's a Bill and Ted commercial. Oh, I forgot to put posters. If anyone wants some Alien Earth merch from the event I went up to here, let me know. I don't know if I'll get to a contest or something like that. I might by the time the finale airs, but if you are into Alien Earth, I have posters and a pin. All right, a commercial about grills that doesn't involve Little John. Who, by the way, did you see Little John at Venice Beach, Muscle Beach, in Venice Beach? Dude is shredded. He's shredded. He's jacked. Little John at like 50-some years old or 50. Looks great. So good on Little John. Little John, I don't know about you, Mr. Alpar. Made me say I don't hit the gym enough. Is this an ad for the paper? No. Oh, it's just an AT&T commercial with Creed and Oscar. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, just use Alistair's song for the theme song of SmackDown. Do you miss SmackDown theme songs and all that good stuff? Sorry, I'm just double checking here some stuff when Knock comes back on. I miss theme songs. I like the opens done kind of like a sports thing, but I don't need to watch people arrive to the arena every episode. Give me some Union Underground. Give me something. I like a theme song. Noob, my Roku is Triple H's Aleister Black. It sits there. I know it's there. I know I need to use it to watch NWA. It's on my to-do list. That's how I'm enjoying NWA Power on Roku. Wouldn't it have been nice if they would have put this in here? Hold on. If this was the marketing for it, I'll put it in the chat. If they just would have added the R into Roku or added some more R's to Roku, they missed an opportunity to market with Roku. Power with Roku. That's O's, but you know what I'm saying. How are you like? You're the NWA guy. Do you like watching it on Roku? Is it better than on YouTube? Is it better than on whatever they're doing before? What a question. What a question. What a question. What a freaking question. MLW. God, I got a love-hate relationship with them. They have a show here in California, I do believe it's in Long Beach. $10 tickets for their pay-per-view Slaughterhouse next month. I don't like their roster right now so much. I'm not going to spend $10 to go to a show that I was kind of looking forward to going. Did you see their champ, Matt Riddle, online this week? This is the guy who they're sticking with, who they're not taking the belt off of, and who they make main event. He won Battle Riot, already the champ. I'll say NWA just because MLW right now is like prison league. That's what I'll call MLW. I'll say NWA. AJ Lee returned to wrestling the same arena CM Punk did. Wow, look at these facts. You're the Michael Cole of this chat, Mr. Allpower. Yes, Riddle is still champion. I would not want to be champion after him. Have you seen him while he holds the belt? Gross. He has it when he does his OnlyFans. I don't go on his OnlyFans. I just know this. I don't know how to recover from just saying that, but I just know that. Yeah, he's still champion. Riddle me this. Are there enough bottles of bleach to make me want to be an MLW champion now? No. Talk about the Royal Fumble. He had everything going. WWE, man, he had it all. Man, I liked RK Bro. They let the smoking slide in WWE. He was good, and then he just what a saboteur of himself, dude. There you go, noob. Just the stuff that he said about Punk and AJ Lee this week alone, not to mention everything else, or the stuff he said about himself. This dude. Here's a question. I should do this as a poll question, but I'll just do it right now. So, because I got all of you right here. Who needed to shut up more this week? Matt Riddle, Ronda Rousey, or Nikki Bella? What the hell are these three doing this week? All three of them can just be done. I don't want to see any of them in a ring ever again. All three of them can just be done. Unreal. Threadheaded Bear Horse and right back now. If we get Matt Riddle eating chips, eating Ruffles, that's what he is. Ooh, that was a good razor's edge. I do believe he could have been champion. I think he had the tools. I think his MMA background was something that even Vince saw being bigger than his dopiness. But his dopiness and selling T-shirts was something they obviously love. So Matt really needs to shut up more because he's annoying and a stoner. Matt was clearly the worst of the three this week. Matt, Nikki, and Rhonda. It's 3 takes, and all 3 of them have proven that I don't want any of them back in wrestling. Yes, I'm glad that she's retired as well. Black Mass. That's it. Black beat Damian Priest. I think this feud goes longer. Since you did it on tonight's show, why not do this again at WrestlePalooza? We only have 2 matches now. Speaking of 2, there's a second that will be coming in just a moment whenever he's ready. He'll pop on into the screen here, and Knock will be joining us for the remainder. We have 48 minutes left of this mega huge SmackDown. Decent match on here. It's tough to watch these 2 guys just go at it and try to have a big man kind of match. Great razor's edge on the announce table, but we just had a banger with Sheamus and Rusev at Clash. Here we go. United States Champion match is, it doesn't say next. Do we add a match? Who knows? Maybe it's not next. We're going to commercial break. Oh, next Friday is Triple A. Do you want to see Vikingo, who is now unbelievably booed, lose to Dirty Dom? I guess we'll... Oh, man. Is this free on YouTube? Maybe we'll stream this next week. Natalia. We're not getting the other version of Natalia. The indie version. Finn Balor and Roxanne versus Lola Vice. Mr. Iguana. 4-way match. 8-man Lucha Showcase. La Parka. Penta will be on. I think it's time to give Penta a championship feud. Worlds Collide. 7 Pacific. Okay. That's right. They won't put it up against SmackDown.
Is it time?
Give you away, Phantom. Is it time?
What's up? What's up, everybody? The final boss has finally arrived. Is AJ Lee? Did she debut yet? Did I miss that?
No, you missed Brock Lesnar.
I already saw him. I'm cool on that.
Knock. How are you doing? It's hot as hell here in LA.
It has been a scorcher out here in LA. Still very hot. I heard we're getting relief next week. It's finally going to cool down next week. So hold on, everybody. Your AC bill will be okay.
Oh. All right. Stacked SmackDown. Knock.
Man. So how's SmackDown been?
Let's run it back down for Knock. Shoot something in the chat if you want to let him know what happened. I'll give him the Cliff Notes version of it. Cena came out. This is his final SmackDown appearance.
Okay.
This was it tonight. Sami Zayn came out to booze because it seemed like he was opposing Cena, but he turned it around and offered a United States Championship match to Cena tonight. Okay. So they had a match that was over 20 minutes. And then
Cena going 20 minutes?
Cena going 20 minutes. How you like that, Nikki Bella? So then Brock Lesnar comes out, and then we get a match set after the commercial break. WrestlePalooza, Brock versus Cena.
Yeah, we all saw it coming. Here comes WWE on AEW's day, booking Cena and Brock. Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
How do you book that match, though? Because Brock's just coming back, and then Cena... He can't just keep losing the rest of his way.
That's what I'm saying. And this isn't a young new talent. This is Brock Lesnar who doesn't need it.
Yeah, I would have liked to see a different person. My boy AJ was right there.
Yeah, well, let's talk about AJ really quick. Did you see what he posted?
I did not.
You did not? The image on the right is what he posted now. Can you see the screen?
That's for real?
That's for real.
That's looking like a sands of time there. Am I getting my dream match? AJ versus Kenny?
I don't know what you're getting. I don't know if he's retiring. I don't know what he's doing. But AJ Styles
it
says
could be that too.
this.
Damn. I think 80% of me thinks this is leading towards retirement. He's been talking about retirement for years, and I feel like in the last few months, maybe the last year or so, he hasn't mentioned it. He's said time and time again. I don't know how old he is now, but he said time and time again he's not going to wrestle till 50. He's going to retire well before then. So, damn, you might be right. That might be his retirement.
Okay. Okay. He's older than me, so I'll just say that.
Okay.
So I think that might be retirement.
Okay. If even though I think it's a big if at this point, I would have loved to see him versus Kenny at this point. You know, I think the Bullet Club stuff's kind of died down, so that the leaders battle wouldn't really be as impactful, but that'd have been cool. Him versus Ospreay would have been dope. But if he stays in WWE, at least let me get one more match in TNA and have him go against Leon Slater. I'll take that.
Should have done that invasion angle with TNA.
I've been waiting on it. You taking all our championships? Let's jump over there and take them back.
Yeah. Oh, side note, I do think that Trick is losing to Mike Santana. I think they're
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, they knew they messed up at Slammiversary. He's going to win it Bound for Glory.
Yeah. Yeah, so AJ Styles retiring. I think a lot of people are going to be retiring now that Cena's winding down with his last match going to be in DC now. AJ, Ray, a bunch of others. So, yeah.
Yeah, I see AJ. I don't know really what Randy's doing. I would have booked. I think if I'm going to do Randy's retirement, I'd book it in the same way as Cena, whatever farewell tour. I'd have him break the record. Have him put the record even higher.
Okay. I mean, look, we're seeing how Cena's, a lot of people talking about the chat too. Cena's retirement tour is geared towards TKO making money or going against AEW. His now final match is going to be in DC, and his final Boston match is now going to be in November. So this isn't going exactly to Cena's plan, but the company man is a company man, and he's getting done with the company man.
He's a true company man. He's not going to come out and complain afterwards like Goldberg. He's just going to take whatever they give him, and that's going to be that. I know Cena, his entire career, has got told he was super selfish and, buried everybody. But I think I would have liked to be a little more selfish here for this run and get the people you wanted. Especially looking back on the heel run, man, I feel like we wasted so much time.
I'm blaming that heel run on him. He's a bad actor. That's what it is. If you can't sell it as a heel, you weren't meant to be a heel. It's that simple, but I'm glad we did it because we got out of the way. Because if we never would have done it, everyone would have said, during his retirement tour, why did they pull the trigger into the heel turn?
I'm not blaming him.
I'm blaming him.
To show up, and they gave him Travis Scott, who didn't know what he was doing.
It's terrible. Travis Scott should never be in a wrestling ring ever again.
I get your point there. It didn't feel right.
Oh. All right. Now, because of Twisted Tea, we're setting up Orton versus McIntyre at WrestlePalooza.
Okay.
Once you start drinking, you want to match with someone, Knock.
I guess so. Zach, did you mention to the chat? First of all, shout out to the chat. Shout out to the Poppers, Floppers, and Rampagers. This is our first stream, I think, since we hit the 5K. So shout out to everyone who's been supporting us. 5K is a really, really big deal. We've been doing this since 2020, 5 years, and to have 5,000 people, 5,000 poppers doesn't go unnoticed. So really, really appreciate everyone that just jumps in, comments, everything. People that jump in our chats weekly. We appreciate you all.
Yeah, thank you for bringing that up. It's awesome. It's a good feeling.
It is. So we're on the right track here. So thank you for taking this journey with your boys. Speaking of a journey, speaking of some competition, did you tell the chat what's going on today on Friday? That's not just WWE SmackDown. The Chiefs, Taylor Swift's America's team. The Chiefs are playing tonight in Brazil. Home of Fast Five. home
Go ahead.
of some great barbecue. Brazil. The Chiefs are on right now, same time as SmackDown. So, Zach, I think I mentioned in chat, we just seen AEW have some awful ratings last week.
Yes.
We're going to see how head-to-head with a stacked SmackDown goes with the NFL. So we'll see how that plays out.
That's so wild. They're in Brazil. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, they're trying to do more international games, grow the business, and it's free on YouTube right now. So that's the kind of the crazy thing. So if our numbers aren't as good as what they're supposed to be, we'll get that YouTube.
We'll Dave Meltzer and blame it on everyone else but us.
Yes, sir. I mean, check our numbers on never mind.
This is going on YouTube too. Hulk Hogan's Rockin' Wrestling. If you grew up with this in the 80s. And also I want to mention Sesame Street at the beginning of 2026 is putting their entire library on YouTube. Their deal with Max is ending. They'll be off Max. Rumor has it they're going to Netflix for new content, but they're putting their entire content on YouTube. So if you got youngins, they just want to keep stuff available for them. So I think that was pretty good.
That's good. I mean, Sesame Street, that makes sense. Sesame Street was on Max, you said?
Yes. So
wow.
It won't be soon.
I mean, good for them. Good for, looking out for the kids. But we were just talking in chat earlier. The chat we have, me, Zach, and Eric. Max is just losing everything. My girl was checking for some Cartoon Network stuff. All gone.
Gone.
I'm just like, what are we doing?
Let's talk about what we're doing because AEW is going to HBO Max. I broke this down today. These are screenshots on the left and the right of what the prices are per month as of today. So I broke these down, Knock, and we're going to talk about what you think is the better deal. AEW with their pay-per-views on HBO Max or WWE with their content on ESPN. So yes, I did add what it would be for me here in LA to get Netflix and NXT and SmackDown into the package as well. So overall, what do you think is the better deal?
I don't currently pay for HBO Max. That's kind of under the family plan here. So I don't know the price, the bare price. Does it say on there the price of HBO Max right now?
HBO Max right now basically
right,
adds $9.99 a month or $99 a year.
Okay. I will just start by saying this. I have the Disney Plus trio with Disney, Hulu, and ESPN. ESPN Plus is trash. You can't watch stuff on there. You have to pay for it, and then you have to pay for UFC events or other events you want to watch. It's so bad. Just looking at it, it looks like the WWE on ESPN is actually a better price point. I'll admit that. My thing with this, because I've purchased the last 2 or 3 AEW pay-per-views on Amazon Prime, and I'm still able to go back and watch them. So
not for long, because that was released this week too. Everything you have on there can be taken off anytime you want. You don't own shit on Amazon Prime now.
Okay.
And they have a lawsuit that is I forgot what it is. Something that legitimately lets them take that away from you.
I think I've seen that as well. So my question here is, when you purchase because we haven't purchased anything, we've been watching WWE pay-per-views on Peacock. When you purchase on ESPN, is it going to be like, okay, you watch it live and then you get to watch the replay the day after and that's it? Or you get to just continue watching? And then same thing for AEW, because how on Prime now, I could watch All In today if I wanted to, and then I could watch it next week if I wanted to. So that's my only ad. I just want to know if anyone in the chat might know that. Price point, WWE right now looks better. But I'm just rocking with AEW right now, man. I think you might have said in the chat, Zach, that did alarm me a bit, or I don't know if I've seen it somewhere. It was mentioned that if HBO really or Warner Brothers really believed in AEW, they would have just increased their money and had this be free on their channel on HBO, as opposed to having a charge, and just gave AEW more money to circumvent that. But with the ratings and everything going right now, W trying to take them out, this is tough, man. This is really tough.
So my thing is, anything is worth whatever you are willing to pay for it, right?
Yep.
These dollar amounts technically don't mean anything. If I want a burger, I'm going to go lay down some money for a burger. The end. Someone might say that's too much for a burger. I don't give a damn. I want a burger. With that being said, if I'm just looking at what I'm getting for each package, the AEW HBO Max one, it just irks me because it came out after everyone online had an issue, myself included, with the ESPN deal. $30 a month with ESPN for these pay-per-views. So we've been getting Peacock-wise for free. HBO then ups the cost for a streaming service that has been losing content and giving their content out to people like Netflix. You talk about Cartoon Network. We have A24 that was exclusive to HBO, which their movies are now going to Netflix whenever HBO wants to give them over there. These things are happening over there. HBO Max is one of my least favorite streamers recently, unless they have new movies coming out. You know, you got Final Destination Bloodlines or something else that was out. Superman's going to be coming out in about 3 or 4 weeks on HBO Max. That's cool. But their library keeps shrinking. The things that they're getting now are director's cuts of movies that they currently have or own. The thing with the ESPN bundle is for $30 a month, if I do this, I'm also getting Hulu and Disney Plus for a year. If I do this as well. You're adding those libraries and those live TVs as well. That deal is very enticing. And again, it's whatever you want to pay for it. But that's what I'm saying now. The AEW one just kind of pissed me off because the WWE one, with all the backlash, Tony listened to a woman's theme song get played on Dynamite, get backlash on Twitter, and changed it the same night. That's how much he listens to Twitter. Didn't change his deal, and it must be because of HBO Max. Maybe doesn't want to like pay for something. I don't know what it is, but that's why this deal I thought was a terrible deal. It is a step in the right directions because technically the price is cheaper, but yeah, that's my 2 cents on there.
I definitely see that. You know, there was outrage WWE. The prices in AEW came out like a week later. I don't know what that conversation with TK would be like. Hey, we go back to HBO and be like, yeah, we got to lower these prices. I don't know where he's at in the pecking order or what type of pull he has over there. But that is interesting. What was the other point I want to make? That was the other point I want to make. The thing with ESPN, they already have an established pipeline, established like network for streaming live stuff. This HBO stuff is going to be brand new for pay-per-view.
Yes.
So I've seen AEW pay-per-views on Bleacher Report was complete trash. It's been
Terrible.
better on Prime, but I did have some issues in the last pay-per-view I watched where it glitched out. I know the Ring of Honor had some issues as well, so it was free. So my only thing is when I pay this price, I need it to be crystal clear. I need it to be smooth. I need that, you know, everything to be on point. So
Right.
that's my only thing with this being a brand new thing for HBO.
Mr. Porter says ESPN is cheaper, but I'd rather buy AEW pay-per-view. That's just me. That's another point too. Everything is worth what you are willing to pay for it. Some of these WWE PLEs are fun watches. Clash was a fun watch. I love the AJ stuff. I love the energy of the crowd. Technically, those matches were like, some of them seemed like SmackDown matches minus the Rusev Sheamus thing. That was so like, that was a pay-per-view match. So some of these don't feel like I should be paying for them anyways.
Yeah, I think Nikki on the podcast just said the Nikki Becky one was supposed to be on Raw, but since Naomi and Stephanie got pulled, they had pulled them on Clash of Paris.
You should probably complain about that too. Let me just break this down just before we move on here because the women's match. This is what it would cost if you get the ad-free versions of everything, because I don't think too many of us really care about paying extra for the 4K or the ads or anything like that. So this is the ad-free version of everything. And then on the right side there, that's what I'd pay here in LA if I got Netflix for $7.99 a month, which is going up too. And then for cable here, the one carriage deal offers $30 a month that shows NXT and SmackDown. But again, it doesn't really offer shit otherwise for channels. And then you probably, to get those channels, have to pay for internet. So then that ups up to $60 to $90 to $150. So if I went bare bones for everything to watch all WWE content here in Los Angeles, it's $815.76. Or if I just wanted to watch AEW content, which you can watch live, Collision and Dynamite, with the 9 pay-per-views, so if you add some, give or take, $449.90 a year. So there's the difference for you.
That's another thing to look at in totality. I think that definitely comes into play as well. WWE spread out so far. I know those rumors the internet keeps saying they're trying to do that to weaken where AEW can go if they wanted to renew their stuff or have options for TV deals. I don't know. I think some of that could be true, but I also look at where WWE is headed and what they're trying to be, and it feels like they're trying to be more like NBA, the NFL, where they're spread out as well. NBA and NFL games are on a bunch of different channels.
Yeah.
And I think what we're going to get soon is like what they're aiming for. It looks like they're aiming for we're gonna get like WrestleMania be like on free TV with a bunch of ads. You know, you have like that, like the Super Bowl. Super Bowl's on TV, and it's all about that. So I think that's where we're going for WWE. So I don't think it's necessarily attacking AEW in that regard. I think they're just trying to do like NFL, NBA. I think that's what they're trying to do.
Yeah, I agree. All right. Any other thoughts on this? I mean, that's pretty much what it is. And again, I stick to my guns on it's. If you think it's worth paying for it, then it's 100% worth paying for.
Yeah, I think so too. Again, as long as the service works for HBO, I'm cool paying the price. This also reminds me of a tier list me and the boys did ranking the streaming services. So check them out if you haven't seen it already. But yeah, ESPN has to fix some things for their. I know they're taking away ESPN Plus and going a different route with their whole streaming thing. So whatever they're doing, that needs to work properly.
Okay. Yeah. As long as it works properly. Look, the point is we're getting good wrestling on streaming, so that's a good thing. It's just costing us a lot of money and we're not used to it. So that's kind of the kicker.
If I was AEW too, on a side note, because I know that a lot of the big conversations about like their max ratings, how many people are actually watching on max. I'm one of the people that watches on max. I actually, that's all I do. When I watch Collision Dynamite, I watch on max and watch the replay because I don't have time. I'm usually driving home around the time it starts. So I think they should try to find those numbers. Like TK said recently, he has no idea what the numbers are. I think that,
but yet he reported on them.
I just think at some point some clarity could help if they wanted to go that route. They don't have to. They're not obligated to. But I think some clarity on the numbers would help some public perception.
Yeah, I agree. And you know what? Don't report on numbers that you know are false. So then when this happens and you do charge people $39.99, just like, hey, look, it's a step forward in the right direction. We're making the partnership with Max grow stronger, which they are. And I think that's my big thing. I'm not going to pay $40 for pay-per-view. I'm kind of done paying for pay-per-views. I get all my streamers for free, so I'm just kind of like, I have nothing to really complain about right now. But I'm just saying, I know a lot of people who their kids watch wrestling, period. Doesn't matter. They're not tribalists at all. They just watch wrestling online, and this means nothing to them either. So this is an adult problem, I guess.
Yeah, adult problem. People on the internet to rage about.
Yeah. All right, let us know what you're going to pay for, what you don't want to pay for, what you will not pay for. And any other thoughts on this too? Because this is the streamers are still figuring stuff out. Channing Tatum had a quote in Variety when they talked to him this week about how the streamers came in the last few years, messed things up. Everyone's trying to figure things out because of the streaming services, and wrestling's still trying to figure it out too.
At some point, I know it's been a topic of conversation for a while, even beyond the wrestling bubble. All this streaming and the price is going up and up and up. At some point, it's going to tip over. I think we'll get cable back or we get some type of bundles and putting it all together. It can't just stand alone like this for long. I think at some point it's going to reach some medium where something has to change. I
think so. Especially with carriage deals always being Fox just had one with YouTube TV. There's always stuff going on with Charter and Spectrum. So I think these streamers like ESPN, Hulu, and Disney do something, because right now you can also get HBO Max with your Disney Plus and Hulu too, and you can mix and match. I think these streamers are starting to figure out that's the only way to go.
Yeah. Aside, before we get back to wrestling, I think I'm going to miss that golden period when Netflix got hot. It was still cheap. You can still share your passwords, and like it would just go through a whole bunch of Netflix binging stuff. And now that it's everywhere, it just commercialized. It's way too much. There was no ads. Netflix, like what, 2012 to what, 2017, 2018? Incredible. Groundbreaking stuff.
It's like going to your public library and bringing your friends.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Look, again, leave comments. The biggest takeaway is Peacock, you are absolutely insane for raising your prices. What you lose WWE, who is a huge percentage of people who subscribe. I think the paper is going to do all right, but it's not worth like a 15% hike up.
You can check it out. I wasn't too big enough, so I just never watched too many episodes. But
yeah,
about that.
I watched the first episode. I'll watch the next two, and we'll see.
Oh, it's a weekly thing.
They're all out. They're all out right now. They just dumped them.
Okay,
yeah, but it's up for a second season. So, all right, that's it. That's our talk on that. Again, leave comments and let us know what you are going to subscribe to.
Great conversation.
Always good talking to you, Knock, about this stuff. This is like when Knock and I work together, and Eric, this is the kind of stuff that we would talk and we'd shoot the shit about, and good stuff, man. ESPN is cheaper for noob.
Shout out to Michin again. I'm always gonna ring the bell for Mia Yim. I seen her debut in TNA. She was like, I thought she was the next AJ Styles for the women's division. She had a ton of injuries, had to rework her style, and still I think operates at a great level and can still go in the ring. So one of these days, I need to see her win some gold in WWE. She hasn't got there yet, but she's hanging around. So hopefully she gets some gold.
We'll see how they do this. I mean, like, she could take it off Julia, but putting Julia with Kiana James isn't what I would have expected based on the perception they painted about Julia before she came into WWE and in NXT.
It's a weird pairing. I like seeing Kiana James on TV. I think it works. It's a weird pairing. I got to see how to go about this. I get why they might have did it to get Julia a mouthpiece, but I think I'm going to give them time to play with it so they can figure it out on their own because it's a little off right now. It's not too smooth.
Yeah. Knock Noob has a question. You go to the movies a lot.
Yes.
So
what movies are we going to see in the month of September? Honestly, I don't really know what's coming out in September this month. The last movie I did see was Freakier Friday, which I really enjoyed. It was actually a good, fun movie to watch, and definitely a mood changer because the movie before I saw that was Weapons, and that was a devastating, ruin your day movie. So if you like those type of movies, check it out. But we did do a review. We did talk about it on a previous stream. But September, I don't really know what's coming out this month. Honestly, I got to look into it.
There's a Leonardo DiCaprio movie coming out called Little Battles Everywhere, I think it's called. I can't remember what it's called. But I might be going to the premiere on Monday. Knock, you and I might be going to the premiere of him.
Yes.
We'll see.
So there's that.
Julia picks up the win. Yes.
Which one was that?
What's that?
Oh, Julia one?
Yeah.
Okay. The Leo movie, my girlfriend's obsessed with Leo, so we might go see that one.
Oh, really? Okay. I'll let you know how it is. And then next week, Wednesday, I am going to go see the sequel of all sequels, hopefully. Spinal Tap 2, The End Continues, and I will have stuff up on the channel, including a Q&A with the band in character. I'm so excited for this.
Nice.
And if you have an IMAX near you, go to a screening that night, Wednesday. You'll see after the movie the exact Q&A streamed live right from here into your IMAX theater. So we'll all be watching the same thing Wednesday night if you want to see Spinal Tap.
Yeah, definitely check out IMAX. That looks like a movie for IMAX. Last movie we saw in IMAX was what? Fantastic Four?
Yeah.
Great decision.
We saw Superman on a phone.
Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, man. Little projector.
Yeah. Just win some gold. Kairi Sane needs to get out of the shadows of Asuka. Yes, 100% agree.
I don't get the book. Like, Triple H is the one that booked Kairi Sane on NXT when she was women's champion. She was doing great stuff. Yeah. It's still a crime Kairi Sane didn't have a match on WrestleMania when it was pirate themed.
Yeah.
Like, come on. That was
Vince, but yeah.
That was, but I'm saying they've been booking her wrong since then.
Yeah.
That was an easy one.
Oh my god!
But,
or just have a host or something like that was fucking.
I just feel like they don't believe in Kairi Sane. I think they're happy just pairing her with Asuka, keeping her in the background of certain factions, but they never give her the ball to run with it. I don't see her having many singles matches or single showings, so I'm very confused in how they book her.
Yeah, you blame the pandemic, Noob. That's part of it. Lexi and Charlotte are on right now.
I like that pairing. That's a really good pairing together.
It's good. And I like Lissa's response to Ronda Rousey. Just simple. Says everything you say. And she just said, I like this business. I love MJF's response too.
So when I see some of these like comments come out by people, I have like a few questions. So first of all, why is she saying the stuff now? Like, what was the actual question, or like what was going on for her to just start throwing people under the bus and saying this type of stuff? Right, it's out of nowhere.
It seems like when people talk about people when they're not in the room, it's like she's talking to people who don't like wrestling, so she talks shit about wrestling.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's Seth Rollins to the ring.
They're gearing up. We got 20 minutes left in the show. I'd imagine there might be an overrun.
Yeah, USA is the last cable station that does overrun with wrestling, really. TNT, they've been cutting Dynamite off sometimes.
They have? Oh, I've been watching that match.
See, maybe that's the 999.
TK would go for 20 minutes extra. That's like they don't have a hard out at all. So I haven't seen it on TV in a while.
They do the overrun when they do replays of Dynamite on True TV.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So when you get Dummy Dave and his analytics with made up numbers, he adds those, and he adds numbers that he pulls out of bingo balls. But yeah, that they do the overrun, and whatever they miss, they add onto there, and they fix like some of the censoring.
When you're in that position, man, you got to put whatever you can put together. You dig under the couches, car seats, put it together, man. Make that number add up. It happens.
AJ Lee's coming back, knock.
Yes, very excited for this. Never thought I'd see this. I actually seen AJ Lee in wrestling a few years ago, and wow, she was commentating and doing some promos for them. So she's been in the business a bit, get her feet in there. Then I used to watch the Stephen Amell show Heels, which I thought was really good.
Oh, yeah.
Would love the season 3. She was in there as well, with CM Punk was in there as well. So she's been dipping her toes in a bit, kind of like how CM Punk did with what was that Fox backstage show? Was it backstage? He had a show with it was him. It was, I think, Booker, Renee.
Yes. Was it called Backstage? I totally forgot now. Yeah.
So kind of similar path, I feel like, dipping their toes in. So either way, AJ Lee's going to be great. There's so many people on the roster that love her. Like, that was the reason they got into wrestling. So I think this is a big moment for women's wrestling.
I agree, especially Roxanne Perez showed a picture of herself in the old attire.
Big moment for wrestling, period.
Another big moment happened today. 1,000 days for Cena knock.
I'm glad you brought this up. 1,000 days. The American Joshi, the Minion. Great stuff. I think she's definitely, with the Samoa Joes, with the Jay Lethals, she's one of the best Ring of Honor champions in history. I think right up there. Danielson, Nigel, I put her right up there as well. She's single-handedly carrying this brand.
Once she leaves ROH, I don't think I have any reason to give crap about ROH.
No, I mean, I will say I seen a Shane Taylor promo earlier to hype up the trios belts, and they made me care about those belts. Shane Taylor, is a savant on the mic, but I'm looking it's looking very thin for Ring of Honor and what to watch. Again, don't do the AEW leftovers. Get them their own day, their own venue. Yes. I would have put that in the old ECW arena, or go back to Orlando or Jacksonville or some of these, or Texas when they had that small show.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
There's something there. So just figure it out.
There is.
And do that. There's something
it
there.
Needs an identity. It's just been kind of like, we're just going to throw some random stuff on here, and that's kind of it.
Yes. But congratulations, Athena. 1,000 days, and you made us talk about ROH way more than we would have talked about ROH. So that's a 100%. Huge, big thing.
So. And I'm so glad she's been on AEW more recently.
Yeah.
Since you mentioned Ronda earlier, I think 2 of Ronda's best matches ever came because of Athena. The one we saw at Pro Wrestling Revolver, and they had a match on Ring of Honor, another tag match to follow it up. That was incredible.
Yep. All right, Seth Rollins is now in the crowd.
I wonder how they're going to format this.
This is so crazy. This is so this. I did not know about the NFL being live from Brazil on YouTube tonight. This is so booked for that.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Because you could have did Brock another day. You could have did a few of these other things, stacking it like this. You're trying to keep those ratings afloat.
Right. Brock next week, Jade versus Tiffany next week, and Drew versus Orton next week. Not at WrestlePalooza.
It's time to crown Jade. It's been time. Give her the ball. Yeah. That's why you signed her. That's why you put in these big moments. Let her run with it. I think my issue with the whole, I feel like ever since, I'm not trying to blame Triple H, but ever since Triple H took over, I felt like Bianca's gotten downgraded. Some other ways. I would have still had her be undefeated, because I feel like the right move is to have Jade win the belt here, be that force to go into Mania, and have Bianca put up her streak against Jade with the championship. I thought we could have did that to really build that up.
Yeah.
It's still going to be a big match, but I thought we could do a little more there.
I think so. Well, like Mr. Alpar said, Tiffy time is over. I think let's just do it. Worst case scenario, what do? You try it. We've changed hands. Titles changed hands within a week, a month, 2 months. It's cool. Let's try it. Let's put it on Jade.
I've seen worse people get the ball and run with it. So I fully believe in Vader.
Mid-90s WWE? Don't get me started.
Yeah. No offense
All right,
to Jack
new
Swagger.
Becky Lynch.
He's one of them.
New Becky Lynch theme song. Are you liking it?
It's really good. I like it a lot. I mean, her old one's still gonna be a classic, but this new one's really good.
Yeah. I say she keeps this for 5 to 10 years, and then if she goes away, does more acting or whatever she wants to do, you come back with the old one. Huge pop.
Yeah. Or if she turns face again at some point, which it doesn't seem like she will, maybe go back to the old song.
Seth Rollins all the way in the crowd. That means it's going to end with his wife getting the crap beat out of her by AJ Lee, and he's helpless. CM Punk will hold him back as AJ Lee takes out Becky Lynch, setting up the WrestlePalooza match. We have 14 minutes left. Again, if you haven't subscribed, join the family. I love hanging out with you guys on Friday nights. Not going to love talking to you when we get to, and our channel just has like so many random things, especially being here in LA, going to some premieres in the next couple of weeks, and we just love your comments. So talk a lot of pop culture. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, hit the like button, and talk to us. We just like shooting the shit.
Definitely. A lot of time I was about to die with all this excitement from SmackDown. I want to make sure I was locked in.
Get locked in with your Stephanie McMahon VPN. Woo! All right, here we go. We're matching jackets.
But along with the possible premiere for him next week, me and Zach might be checking out some wrestling shows as well, so might get some more of that content for you guys on the channel. It's been a minute since we've been to an indie show, actually. I don't remember the last one.
If you're in the LA area, let us know if you're going to hit this one up.
Yeah, definitely let us know. I mean, wouldn't mind seeing some of you guys in real life if you guys are out there. Last Prestige match or show we saw was in Hollywood. I believe Beast Mortals was on the card.
Yes.
I want to say Ali, I think he was there.
Yeah, it was Ali.
Yeah, they put on some good cards, so I'm excited for this.
12 minutes. Do you think this is just going to be... We got to... This is... I don't know if this is a lot of time, but this is... What if it's like Rhea Ripley who joined CM Punk?
They can't do that. I've seen that going around. There's no way they're doing it. I think they would have got ahead of it if it wasn't AJ Lee and like downplayed it. But I've seen like Big E. I posted in the chat. Big E posted about it. Some people posting about it. It's kind of like how EW did the CM Punk thing, where it's like a big secret that's not being kept the best.
Yes, 100%. That is what this is like.
Funny enough,
Cheap Heat. Yeah.
The Chiefs game's at halftime right now, so this is the perfect time to get a rating spike.
Look at that. That just works out. If you're watching the Chiefs game, let us know who's winning.
Sadly, the Chiefs are not.
Okay. Did you see Becky Lynch and CM Punk from Monday night? That was a really good segment.
It was. I think Becky can really hold her own, and then going after Punk. Again, that's where the magic is with Punk. So I thought it was a really good segment.
Yeah. And just the fact Seth and Punk hate each other. But for the fact that Seth would probably just like, just hit me. Just beat the shit out of me. Just go full bore. Whatever you're going to do, just do it. It's beautiful when you see people work together in the industry as opposed to if something doesn't work for them, brother, then you get annoyed and it shows. But when two people work together, it's great.
I think as much as he might hate Seth, he loves his wife more. And I think him doing that and having, you knew immediately after Becky did that, AJ was coming. We knew that, and we wanted it, and it hyped up this match. Again, you can say what you want about Punk, however he might be. He knows business. He knows how to generate some buzz. So I got to give the guy credit there.
Seth. Oh, man. It is clobbering time.
This is very exciting, man. I'm not going to lie. Like, I feel it.
Over 16,000 people. They oversold the moment CM Punk asked Adam Pearce on Monday Night Raw, where's SmackDown being held? It's being held in Chicago. Tremendous. Right after that happened, the show sold out.
Yeah.
For people to be ready for CM Punk and AJ Lee to be face-to-face with Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins. This is so big.
They knew.
And you want to talk about women's wrestling? This is a women wrestler who's selling out this arena to go against another women's wrestler. The husbands are like the men at the wedding. They don't mean anything. It's about the wives. It is about Becky Lynch and AJ Lee locking up.
I saw a recent video where allegedly there was like one of the Slammy Awards, and AJ Lee mentioned all the 4 horsewomen except Becky. I don't know if that was true or not, but like that'd be such great booking, like to have that play into it.
Noob, craziest deaths in movies. I don't know if I can get it fully together by next week. I will do this. I will 100% do this. I won't be able to show a lot of stuff, and I don't want to do too many spoilers. I'll 100% do that.
That's a good one.
I'll give one right now without spoiling anything. I won't say it. Heredity. Knock. Remember?
Oh my gosh, more trauma. Thanks for breaking that one up.
Yeah.
That was. See, I watched Hereditary. The ending. That's another ending that kind of ruined my day, but it was still okay. So the same guy that made Hereditary made Midsommar, and that one I will never watch again.
That was, yeah.
I put Weapons in that similar area.
I'm so excited to watch that on HBO Max.
As far as like trying to scar me, I'll put Hereditary, then Weapons, and Midsommar is still like the one I'm like, I'm never touching that again.
Okay.
But
I talked about earlier, Knock, Superman 3, when this woman got all the microchips put on her and became like a female Brainiac. Crazy, scary.
I will say that some of the movies back then, I feel like they did some horror stuff, like more crazy looking. It looked way worse than like nowadays.
Yes.
So some of that style back then worked a lot better.
Fuck yeah.
Not that Superman's a horror movie, but like, just in that realm.
Yeah. Becky Lynch, man, she's CM Punk's gonna be feeling good about this too. His big comeback has his wife's comeback be huge too.
It's crazy. If things would have went right, this could have happened at AEW.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. So that's a kicker. You could have had Cody still there. I truly believe if things were CM Punk was still there, I don't think Saraya would have left. I think he would have tried to do the AJ Lee Saraya thing in AEW.
Oh, yeah.
But who knows?
Everyone's on their feet.
Yep. This is crazy, man.
All right, the chant is out. 7 minutes left.
It's about to explode.
Here we go. All right, everyone. There we go. He said the name. It is out there. Oh, yeah, she's coming back. If anyone but AJ Lee comes back, I'm going to switch over to MLW and NWA.
Oh, no. Yeah, this is getting crazy.
Yeah, Becky Lynch can't go back to being a face.
She's really good heel. I'm seeing now Cena did a spear in this match.
Yeah, he did. And he did an RKO.
Wow. That's good stuff. It looks real goofy doing the spear, but it works.
Yeah. His RKO he did on the fly. He kind of... Oh, another big slap. Here we go. The slaps.
5 minutes.
Oh, here we go. This is funny. Just have Becky Lynch versus Punk at WrestlePalooza.
We can do it.
Here we go. Punk's getting out of the ring. This is it. Keep putting those black bottles of Prime out there. I didn't even know they were there. Perfect. Here we go.
They're
She's
really,
gonna-
they're really building anticipation here.
there they are.
So light it up, up, up. That how it goes? Is light it up?
Yeah, light it up. About to light up right now. Here we go. There she is. Hey, Jay.
Wow. Ball game. After what? Has it been 10 years? 10 years.
Look at that. This crowd is on fire right now.
That's good.
Looks phenomenal. When she was doing commentary for WoW, she was looking phenomenal.
Oh, she's jacked. She's jacked.
This crowd is nonstop. This has been a huge ass SmackDown.
Yeah. 100%.
That's it. Look at that. Looks the same too. Doesn't age.
That's good stuff, man. The world is watching the return of AJ Lee.
Yep. This is good, man. She was one of the highlights of that like mid 2010s era, you know, that era, like the 20, like she was one of the people that I liked watching. When she was paired with Big E, I liked it. When she paired with Dolph, like everything was good with her.
Yeah. No, she was definitely one of the bright spots. You could tell she really loved it. She put in so much work. And since you mentioned Big E, there's that one spot when Big E's walking out for his entrance, actually like chops her in the chest. She just eats it. Like she's a beast.
Yeah, she's the goods. Here we go. Listen to the women too. There's so many women here who like grew up watching her as kids that are there now.
Yeah.
Oh, USA censoring the holy chant.
Really? Thought they would not care too
There we
much.
go. She hasn't. She's not missing a beat right here.
This is a great way to end the show.
This is a perfect NFL halftime. Crazy is her superpower.
Just waiting for that merch to drop. We know it's ready.
You know it is. Just ask WWE Shop who's coming back. They'll tell you.
That's another thing. I'll give credit for WWE for being professional with their merch. They're always on point. They always get it ready. You know, I think that's a big thing for production.
That's got to feel good. If you leave something, you might have something in the back of your head. Are you really missed? Then you come back to this.
Huge, man. That's really huge.
Look at Seth.
I bet Punk might be getting emotional.
Yeah. Man, that crowd is fucking loud. Over 16,000 people on a random SmackDown on the 5th of September, 2025. Got to see Cena's final SmackDown, Bork Lesnar come back, and the return of AJ Lee. Damn, I missed that song.
Damn, man. Definitely one of the best SmackDowns in a minute.
Yeah, it was. It ends with Punk's wife standing tall and Seth carrying his off into the back. That was it. What a great SmackDown. Knock,
Yeah.
I'm glad you joined us for the second hour.
Definitely glad to join, man. This is definitely how you talk. This is going to be a talked about SmackDown for a long time.
100%. 100%, man. Oof. Not even that much book, but it wasn't needed. Big stuff. All right, that is it. That is SmackDown on the 5th of July. What'd you like best about it? Cena saying farewell, a match for the United States Championship against Sami Zayn, Brock coming back with a shirt tucked into his jeans, or AJ Lee coming back to one of the biggest pops I've ever heard. Unbelievable. Becky Lynch just lost a lot of aura since 2020. It's ebbs and flows. It's peaks and valleys with Becky Lynch. I think she's got it going on right now.
Don't mind me. I'm just rewatching this pop. It just does something to me. Get you juiced.
That's right. Oh, man. That was a good-ass SmackDown. Any last words now before we call it a night here on West Coast Pop?
Again, thank you for the poppers, floppers, and rampagers. 5,000 subs. We really appreciate all you guys jumping in with your boys every week. We'll be back next week. Still a lot to talk about. Well,
yes.
All Out, WrestlePalooza, me and Zach go to movies, premieres, indie shows. So stick with your boys, man. West Coast Podcast is here. Final boss. Appreciate all the poppers.
All right. You know the drill on Friday nights. Have yourself a great weekend. And most importantly, be excellent to each other. Take care, everyone.